Hey everyone, welcome back to Data Monarch channel. I'm Mary, and in today's tutorial, I will walk you through building a smart budget tracker in Excel designed especially for small business owners or even for personal use. You will learn how to track income and expenses, calculate profits automatically, and even generate charts that helps you know where your money is going. The practice file is in the description below, so do want to click on the link and follow along. Now, let's dive into the tutorial. First thing to do is to add data validation, that is drop down. Here I've opened up the budget tracker data file. Since most of this column have 3 or 4 options, so the data type has just 2 options, which is income and expense. So let's click on this and come under the data tab menu. You can see data validation under data tools. Click on it, then click on data validation. The list, we are working with list, and we list it out as expense and income separated by a comma. Press your OK. You can also do the same for the category. You can see here, you can just easily click on it. This makes it easier for users to input clean data. Now, let's create a summary dashboard in a new Excel sheet. To create a dashboard summary, we'll be opening up a new sheet file, and let's write here on this header the metric, and here we have the formula. So we're checking for the total income, total expenses, and the profit. So we'll be starting with the total income. The first thing to do, we are using the sum if function. Press your equal to sum if open bracket. Here it's saying the range. The range will be the range of the total of the income. That means of the let's come here under the sheet 1 of the type. So let's click on Control Shift down. Yes, then you press your comma. The criteria will be income. We want this to find the sum of the total income for us. So our category will be income. Put it in an apostrophe, comma. Then the sum range is the amount column. Do you understand? Press the first cell and press your Control Shift down. Once you've done that, close it and press your enter. Now you can see the total income. Let's do the same for the total expenses. Press your equal to sum if open bracket. The range is the type, so you click on this drop down, press your comma. The criteria now is expense, comma, and the sum range is the amount. Once that's done, close your bracket and press your enter. Now you can see the total expenses. Now to get the profit, as we all know that profit is income minus expenses. So the income received from the business and subtracted by the expenses. So to do that, press your equal to, click on the total income cell and press your subtraction sign. Then you click on the total expenses cell. Once that is done, press your enter. So here we can see a minus. That means there was no profit during this business activity. Let's format this. Since these are, highlight it and right click on it. You can see format cells here. Click on it. Then you can see currency at the category interface. Now you select the symbol of the currency you want to add. Since I am here in Nigeria, I'll be adding a naira sign. Once this is done, you press your OK. Now you can see it easily identified. Next, add conditional formatting to the profit. Let's make the profit box red if negative and if positive. To add a conditional formatting to the profit, click on the profit cell and come here back under the home tab menu. You can see conditional formatting. Click on the drop down. Now come to new rule. Click on it. We'll be using a formula in this conditional formatting. So click on use a formula to determine which cells to format. Then the formula will be, firstly write your equal to sign. I will want it to be that if this cell is less than 0, then we want it to preview a red sign for us, a red. I can also add a new rule. Then you just write equal to select cell. If it is greater than 0, we want a green response, which will indicate that there is a profit. Press your O. But right now we can see that we have a red sign, which means that profit is negative. Great, you are doing well in your learning process. You've made it this far, and you can only do better by progressing forward. So let's create a pivot table. Come back here under the sheet file and click on one of the cells. We want to insert a pivot table in order to proceed forward. So come here under insert and click on insert pivot table. We want it to be inserted in the dashboard sheet, which is our sheet 2. The location to be here. Then press your OK. Group this by category. The value will be amount, and we want to filter it by type, whether income or expense. Add a new value here so we can easily see and identify this. Right here we can see the type, the categories, and also the sum of our month. Let's filter out only the expenses. We want to visualize the expenses spent for each category. So do that, come here under this drop down where you can see all means that both of the types are visualized. Now to filter out just one of them, click on it. Let's say we want to visualize the expenses and press your OK. So this is visualizing the expenses spent for each categories. The next thing to do is to insert pivot chart to generate our visuals. To visualize this, let's insert a bar chart. Come here under the insert tab menu and you can see recommended chart. Even if you don't want to go this way, just come under the pivot table analyzer and you can see pivot chart here. Click on it, you can see different recommended charts here. Okay, so here you can filter it out as you desire. You can filter it out by income and you can see it well visualized for you. Here you can see that we only received income from sales in this business we are working with. You can also take it back to expense, press your OK. And also, let's say you want to visualize all, click on the drop down and click on your all and press your OK. It depends on whatever you want to visualize. So let's just leave it as the expense. Name this expense breakdown by category. You can also add some things to this visual. Click on it and you can see under this plus sign, you can see add data label. Click on this drop down whenever you want to add that label. Let's say we want to add it at the outside end. Here you can see anyone you want to do. So you can walk around with this in each or whatever way you want your visuals to look like. You can remove the grid lines. Depends on how you want yours to be visualized. Let's move this close to the summary table. This is looking really good. Let's visualize our cash flow over time by creating a line chart for monthly trend. We don't have months here, all we have are dates, including the year, month and days. So let's extract the month from this date. To do that, click on this column and insert a new column which will be including as month. Then here in the first cell, press your equal to open bracket, the value, which is the date, which is the one we want to split. Click on it and press your comma. Then the format text is month. Ensure it is in apostrophes, open and close apostrophes. Here you can see each of the months and each of the year. So let's visualize the month. Let's double click on it and remove the year. Then press your enter. Now you can see the month well visualized. So let's click on this. Once you see this tiny plus sign, double click down and it will be rightly indicated in every of the other rows. So cancel this. Now you want to create a line chart, and before you can proceed, firstly insert a pivot table, or even without inserting a pivot table, let's insert a pivot chart directly. So come here to the pivot chart and you can see it has highlighted the table range for you. We want it to insert it into our existing worksheet. So click on one of the cells here and press your OK. Just move it down. But right here you can see that our month column is not visualized. So what is wrong? To correct this, let's come back here and change the position of this month, because right now Excel is counting both the date as the month as the same column. To do that, cut here and paste it here. Let's delete this to make it correctly noted. Back here under the sheet 1, let's delete this pivot table that we created already. Delete pivot table, then come here to create a new pivot table. Existing worksheet here, sheet, then press your OK. So now you can see both the date and the month here. The month should be here, a month here. Also, let the type be the column. Yes, so here you can see both the expense and the income of each month. Before we proceed to creating our chart, in order to get a very clean chart, let's remove the grand total. Let's also do the same for this that we did not remove the grand total. Let's remove the grand total. Right click on it and remove grand total. Yes, because in adding the grand total actually affects the chart. Right here too, let's remove the grand total. Remove grand total. Just click on the grand total cell and right click on it. Then you can see remove grand total. Now let's visualize this using a line chart. Come here under the pivot chart feature, click on it. Since it is a monthly trend and trends are represented by line, so we are representing this with a line. Choose any design you want. So we want this, then click on your OK. Now you can see it's also well visualized here. So you can see the consistency of the colors. for anyone seeing this, they can easily understand what your business budget is about, how you spend money and every other thing. You can remove the grid lines and you can also leave it there. So we can remove it to make it well visualized. Now this is our chart and they are all clearly explained. Let's also add a chart title to this. Click on the chart and on this plus sign, click on it. You can see chart title, click on it. Then let's name this monthly budget trend. Now we want to arrange our chart to look very much better. First thing I want to do is to remove some unnecessary buttons from the chart. Right click on it, hide all field buttons on chart, click on it. Let's do the same for this. Right click on it and hide all the field buttons. So once this is done, right, let's add slicers to make it easy to filter our chart by either category or by type. So for this first chart, let's add a category slicer, and to do that, click on the chart, come here under pivot chart analyze tab menu, click on it, and you can see insert slicer under the filter. Click on the insert slicer and click on the category. You can click on anyone you want to filter your chart by, then click on OK. Then let's move to this second chart. We will soon arrange this. Let's click on the second chart. We want to filter the second chart by type. So come here also under the pivot chart, under the insert slicer, click on it and click on the type. Press OK. Finally, let's add styles and final touches. Please, if you've not subscribed up to this point, don't forget to do so, as this helps the channel. Let's arrange the dashboard to look much more presentable. Firstly, come here, insert like 2 rows here above this. Let's format this dashboard summary of our total income, total expenses and profit. Click on all, highlight every of it, and come here under the font. You can see this fill. We want to change the color of the background, so let's make it, should we make it black or this gray? The color should remain as black. Now let's format this heading. Click on increase the font, let's change the font size, increase it to like 12. Let's create a border around it. Let's create a border, let's create a border around this generally. You come here, you can see under this icon, you can see borders. I believe you know this already. So click on outside borders. Then also this one, we want this to be formatted in a border. So you click on the bottom border. You understand what I'm doing? Let's insert a column to this side so that every of our data will be yes here, just as you can see. So now that we have this, if this is okay by you, you can proceed. If you still want to make some formatting to make this much more visualized, you can do that. Let's increase the border style. Let's thicken it, connect. What I did, I pressed down the right key and drag this over what I want to do. You can see it's also here. So yeah, I also do it here. Yes, so this is good for us. And just on click, we don't want this. So this is good for us. You can want to change this. Also, let's rearrange each of this. Let's just delete it. Okay, so we want this to be well aligned. Let's just so bolden this. Let's insert another column here. This is just to make the dashboard look okay. So now let's highlight each of this. We want to add a background color. Let's also reduce the size of this. So let's add a background color. Let's add an outside border. Then let's also change the color. Come here, just click on this, then you can see color automatic. Let's change it to blue. Press your OK. Now you can see your dashboard rightly done here. If you want to do any formatting, click on this, can anyone you desire. And also if you want to cancel out the filter, just click on this clear filter, click on it, and you can see everything is well formatted just as you would have wanted it to be. Same here, same here. So you can still cancel it. You now have a smart budget tracker that tracks income, expenses, and profit with beautiful interactive charts to keep your business finances under control. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ask your questions in the comments. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye.